The woman who don't want you to leave her is looking for solutions. The woman who only kind of like you, she always trying to find a problem.
And when you have game, you are the solution to any problem that the woman might have. Triple TG gang. We back in this thing. You already know what it is if you do not know who I am. My name is Diamond. I run this channel called True to the Game. You already know why you came today. Today, man, as you guys can tell by the title of this video, what we're gonna be reacting to, man. Look, man, I hate to break it to you fellas, but in this video here, we're gonna be talking about how your girl probably doesn't like you. If you have a girl, she probably don't like you. If you don't have a girl, but you have some exes, they probably didn't like you. And I'm going to explain more in this video. We're going to be reacting to this guy that I seen on Instagram touch on why your girl might secretly hate you. Before we get into it, make sure that you go cop the merch, man. True to the Game merch is out. Everybody who has been copping, I appreciate you guys, man. Cop the merch. True to the Game is on the front. Stop Sipping is on the back. Also, if you want my help directly, so you can make sure that at least your woman don't hate you, maybe your woman can fall in love with you. Make sure that you do hit the link in my description down below, man. If you ain't got no bitches you want one, you got one bitch you want a ton. If you want specific advice catered to your situation, make sure that you hit the link in my description down below to book a call with me. And if you are a pimp and not a simp, like this video, comment your thoughts down below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, select all notifications so you do not miss an upload where I'm getting you closer to being a pimp, less of a simp. Let's get right into the video, man. Let's see what this guy got to say, bro.
What y'all don't understand is the woman you're dealing with doesn't really like you that much. Because when someone likes you, they don't treat you like that. Because a woman who really likes you gonna do everything that you like and nothing that you don't.
Man, look, the video keeps going on, but we really could have stopped the video right here. A woman who is really fucking with you, who really likes you, who's really interested in you, she's gonna do everything you like and nothing else. That's period, point blank. That's it. If you've ever been in a situation with a woman who is doing things that you don't like, who is arguing with you, who is making life difficult for you, who is not respecting you, who is talking back to you, who is doing any of these things, I hate to break it to you, but the woman doesn't like you like that, fam. She doesn't. And it's okay. I've been there. When I didn't have game, I've been through experiences like this where a woman didn't really like me. I thought that that's just the way that relationships were. You're supposed to bicker and argue. You're supposed to, this and that and the other, or whatever the case is. The woman doesn't always follow your lead. The woman sometimes does what she wants to do. No, nigga, she just not really fucking with you, bro. Because you're missing game. You don't have fucking game. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no sauce. You ain't got no sauce. And I know no nigga goes to McDonald's. Hope you're not going to McDonald's anyway. But no nigga is going to McDonald's to eat nuggets without sauce. You gotta have sauce. Half the reason why niggas go to McDonald's for nuggets, or Wendy's for nuggets, or even Chick-fil-A for a spicy chicken sandwich is because they want the sauce. They want to eat it with sauce. That's why you got to learn how to be a saucy ass nigga. If you don't, my nigga, not only will you have a dry sandwich or dry nuggets, her pussy gonna be just as dry, if not drier. Let's keep listening.
The woman who don't want you to leave her is looking for solutions. The woman who only kind of like you, she always trying to find a problem.
And when you have game, you are the solution to any problem that the woman might have. The woman could be having the shittiest day ever. Got into it with her family, upset because maybe her radio in her car went out, maybe her AC went out, whatever it is. She calls you because she knows that you are the solution. Not only can you bring solutions to her situation, but a nigga with game is the solution. A nigga with game is the solution. And she knows that. That's why she loves that nigga, bruh. There's no other nigga like him or her in my case.
Your girlfriend treats you like a stepchild. When someone likes you and you tell them to stop doing something, they stop. When someone likes you and you tell them you like a certain thing, you don't have to ask them repetitively to do it.
You don't. Like, even if you just say that you like something, right, and you're not telling the woman that you like it, but she overhears in conversation, or a woman who likes you pays so much attention to you that, like he said, you're not even going to have to ask for certain things. She's going to want to go the extra mile to make sure that she does certain things to solidify her spot on your team. She want to be numero uno, and she'll do everything in her power to take that number one spot. When you have game. When you don't have game, it's just like, it's just, okay, yeah, this person cool, but I can still get away with whatever I want to say. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm not really into him or her, so I'm just gonna, like, it's whatever. With a nigga with game, it's totally different. It's like night and day. Totally different, man.
Only someone who doesn't really like you is going to give you problems. Because she don't really like you.
Facts.
Because you wanted that bad in the middle of the club that was running from you instead of that funny looking broad in the corner that was loving on you.
But you know what? And I like what he said at first. The bad bitch or whatever. Like, you was chasing the bad bitch. You should never chase a bad bitch, a not bad bitch. You should never chase a bitch, regardless, right? But not only that, it doesn't mean that you gotta go for a woman that you're not attracted to. So I want to also clear that up, because he's making it seem like you wanted the bad bitch. You should have went with the bitch you wasn't really attracted to in the corner. No, you could still have the quote unquote bad bitch, but the bad bitch to you is gonna be a woman who is following your lead, following your directions, listening to you, who is cooking, who is doing all the things that you like he said in the beginning of the video, who is not giving you back talk, who is not being difficult. That's a bad bitch to me. Yeah, you might look nice on the outside, but I gotta see if the things that you're doing and the way that you're moving and the person that you are to me is a bad bitch too. I got to see if that all lines up. If that all lines up, then I really have a bad bitch. And just because she looks good on the outside does not mean that she is good for you. Some bad bitches are bad for you, right? But there is some bad bitches. I'm going to just say there are some women who are attractive to you on the outside, physically, who also have attractive qualities that you like too, who will also cook, who will also listen, who will also cooperate and do everything that you like. But you're not going to get that if you lack game. It's just not going to happen if you lack game. If you lack game, you're going to be pedestalizing the woman because she looks good. And a woman cannot respect that. And this is going to cause you to chase a bitch just because she's a baddie. You should never chase a bitch, bad or not. And if the bitch is not doing all the right things, she's not bad anyway. She's bad for you. A 10 can become a 2 if she's not acting like a 10. I don't care what she looks like. Of course I care what she looks like. But you know what I mean? If she looks like a 10, but her actions and her behaviors do not line up with being that 10, the bitch could be a 2. If a woman, attractive wise to me, right, to me, is maybe a 7, but she's doing all the right things that I like, and her behaviors are that of a 10, the bitch could be a 12 to me, right? Now, if a bitch looks good on the outside and is a 10 to me on the outside, and she's a 10 in her behaviors and actions, bruh, ding, 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 you hit the jackpot, right? So I don't want you guys to think that you have to fucking get with a bitch you're not attracted to, right? Because she's going to do all the right things. A bad bitch can do all the right things for you too if you have game. You have to have game.
You don't even need to have game, and you can have your woman totally in pocket.
Okay, come on now. Did you just say you don't even need to have game? You had me all the way up to what you just said. You just said, how are you going to say that when your whole thing is don't hate the player, learn the game? Secret game and manhood, but you're saying that you don't have to have game? You do have to have game.
when you like who likes you, and you choose the one that was choosing you.
Now I get what he's saying. He's basically saying you don't have to have game if a woman really likes you. Let me just say this. You don't have to have game at all to get a bitch. Like I always say, you don't have to have game to get a bitch. You don't have to have game to get a girlfriend. You don't have to have game to fuck. You don't have to have game to get married. But if you lack game in any of those areas, it's eventually going to bite you in your ass, right? It's going to end up biting you in your ass. I do agree with the fact that if a woman likes you, she likes you, bro. She likes you. But if you don't have game, you're not going to know how to lead that woman. I could live on the street if I wanted to, but I think I would prefer to have money and make money. Just because you don't need it technically does not mean that you shouldn't get it to better your situation.
What?
Well, hey man, shout out to him. Shout out to him. Almost everything that he said in this video I agree with. There was a few things that were off to me, but for the most part, I definitely fuck with what he's saying. I definitely agree with majority of what he was saying, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If a woman is not on what you're on, leave her alone. She's not really into you. You have to understand that. You have to stop trying to make a bitch who was never meant to like you. Stop trying to pull all these tricks out of your hat to make a bitch attracted to you who is just not meant to be attracted to you, fam. But when you learn game, you enhance the probability of a woman really fucking with you for you. You're able to communicate yourself to a woman in a way that the average nigga cannot. You're able to make a woman feel the way the average G.I. Joe ass nigga cannot. So if you have some game about yourself, you will be ahead of half of these average G.I. Joe ass niggas, like I always say. Point blank, period. Okay, and if you need some help with that, make sure that you hit the link in my description down below, man. If you ain't got no bitches, you want one, you got one bitch and you want a ton, make sure you hit the link in my description down below to book a call with me so we can actually go over your specific situation and I can give you some specific advice cater to that situation. All right, also go cop the merch, man. True to the Game merch is out. True to the Game is on the front. Stop Simping is on the back. If you are pimping, not a simp, like this video, comment your thoughts down below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, select all notifications so you do not miss an upload where I'm getting you closer to being a pimp, less of a simp. I will see you in the next one, and last but not least, I'm out this thing. Stay true to the game.